Abdul Rahman and Sarah quickened their steps as they navigated through the narrow, dark corridors. The screens they had seen in the monitoring room still stirred anxiety within them, and with every unfamiliar sound, their nerves tightened. They reached a massive door made of heavy metal, adorned with the same watchful eye symbol they had seen on the mural. The door was locked with complex bolts, and there was an electronic panel beside it that required a code to open. Abdul Rahman said, "It seems this place hides something big. If we can open this door, we might uncover the company's secret." Sarah, deep in thought, replied, "Those writings on the mural. Maybe they are the code we need." Sarah quickly returned to the mural in the previous room, while Abdul Rahman attempted to decipher the electronic lock. The letters were strange and unfamiliar, but Abdul Rahman noticed they resembled some symbols he had seen in books about ancient languages. As Sarah returned with her notes on the writings, Abdul Rahman began to input the symbols on the electronic panel. Suddenly, they heard a sound indicating that the electronic lock had opened, and the massive door began to move slowly, revealing what lay behind it. The door opened to a vast, dark room that resembled a large scientific laboratory. Modern devices were intertwined with old equipment, and display screens flickered with red and white lights. In the center of the room stood a strange entity, surrounded by wires and tubes, appearing to be in a state of suspended animation. They cautiously approached the entity, which seemed a mix of technology and biology, something unnatural that resembled a human but was not. Scattered around it were reports and files, written in intricate detail about scientific experiments conducted here. Sarah read one of the reports aloud. It seems they were trying to develop new technology for mind control. But something went wrong. Abdul Rahman, gazing at the entity with a mix of awe and curiosity, said, "Could this be the reason the company shut down? Perhaps they discovered something they couldn't control." As they delved deeper into the files and reports, the devices in the room suddenly powered on, as if something had awakened them. The screens began displaying warning messages, and the lighting in the room shifted to a glaring red. Abdul Rahman said in a trembling voice, "We need to get out of here now." But before they could move, the entity in the center of the room began to stir slowly, its eyes opening to reveal a sinister glint. The disturbing mechanical sound in the room increased in tempo, and the entity approached them with heavy steps. Sarah screamed, "We have to leave now. This place isn't safe." The two rushed toward the door, but before they could reach it, it slammed shut behind them. They were trapped in the room with the entity that was beginning to regain full consciousness. Time was running out, and they had to find a way to escape before they became victims of this horrific experiment. Abdul Rahman and Sarah wondered if this entity was just the beginning of what awaited them, and whether they could survive the secrets of the abandoned company that were just beginning to unfold.